Hi, my name is Ira, and I'm the Director of Product at Landscaper Marketing. Today, I wanted to talk for a few minutes about call tracking, what it is, and why it's important for lead generation for our landscaping partners. So the first reason why call tracking is important is just to improve your customer service. So let me show you what I mean by that. So each time a call is received and tracked, we create a transcription, and then AI creates for us a transcription summary. Every month, our account manager goes through these transcription summaries with our landscaping partners and then shows which ones are qualified and which ones are not leads and kind of reconciles all the lead generation with whether the leads are won or quoted and in progress or lost, and what the lead revenue is. This way, we can kind of have a feedback loop between our landscaping partners and the quality of leads that are generated, say, through SEO or paid campaigns. Additionally, we offer a portal so landscaping partners of ours can come in, look at some basic data about the calls, and then listen to the call recording. So they can either use the transcripts on the spreadsheet, or they can log into their portal and listen to call recordings. So this can help them catch up on missed calls or remind themselves of what happened in a call. And then additionally, they can, if they're a little bit short on time, they can look at the call transcript, or they can kind of vet what's going on with their salespeople or customer service, depending on the size and logistics that they've set up. So the second reason that you are going to benefit from call tracking is just the in-depth reporting and ability to calculate your return on investment from ad campaigns. So I can show you what I mean by that. So here's kind of a look of Google Ads ROI spreadsheet. And so you can see on here, we've kind of looked at some landscaper high season months, what their Google ad spend is, how much client revenue is directly attributable to that Google ad spend, and then calculated their return on investment and kind of sum these numbers. So this is a sample case in which a client spent about 18,000. They got 642,000 in project revenue, and that's a 35 to 1 ROI for revenue. So for every dollar they put into Google Ads campaigns over those 5 months, they generated $35 of project revenue. We can then dig into the lead details. So how many we considered qualified inquiries, how many our landscaping partners considered qualified leads, how many were won, how many were lost. And then we typically will have another column for just kind of in progress because the sales cycle can be a lot of the time longer than a month. So a lead that came in or an inquiry that came in May might not convert until, June or even July. Without call tracking, this is hard to get an exact return on investment. We typically would have to use an approximation or kind of a proxy or an estimation, just because without call tracking, often you do not know what marketing source generated the call, and so you won't have as much accurate data. We also use this on a report. So you can see here we have kind of an overview of results. This is for the month of October. In this scenario, you can see there were 38 website phone calls, so that contributes to the overall cost per lead of $70 per lead. So we'll give a report here and then, a more specific breakdown for marketing channels. Okay, so the third reason, and arguably the most important, why you would want to use call tracking is just to improve your Google Ads campaign performance. So Further to this ROI reporting, we kind of also look at metrics such as missed calls, answered calls. We look at the breakdown between marketing channels, where and when those are coming in. And then we can dig a little deeper here. So, you can see that these calls came from Google Ads, what keyword generated those phone calls, the duration of the phone call, the recording, and then with the help of our landscaping partners and ourselves with the call transcription summaries to vet the quality of the lead, we can backtrack and say, okay, which Google Ads campaign keyword generated which quality of lead, which ones led to, poor quality versus higher quality, which Google Ads campaigns led to converted customers and which led to high revenue jobs or different types of service-based jobs. Okay. What we also do in the background is we can dig into this data and say, okay, not only which, keywords or marketing channels generated these leads, but which audience types, which ad copy, so which messaging, the scheduling, the market segment. So, people who are homeowners versus people who have families versus people who live in certain locations. So we can look at all that data in Google Ads and then look at the outcome. So which of these segments led to higher quality leads and closed business, and which of those segments didn't do that. And then we can optimize accordingly. So it's very helpful, especially if you get, some or even the bulk of your leads through phone calls, to implement call tracking. You can find out more about call tracking and other services we offer at landscaper-marketing.ca. So landscaper-marketing.ca.